Hi everybody, Joe Simpson here with Tim Hudson, and we're about 2 hours south of Atlanta at the new Hudson Family Oasis, this wonderful home out in the country, and Tim's going to give us a tour today.
Yeah, Joe, man, I'm excited about you being here. I can't wait to show you around, but you know what, man, it's lunchtime. I heard your stomach growling just a minute ago. I think we got some chicken and ribs on the grill over there. Man, let's just go see what we got.
I think I can handle that.
Let's go.
All right, Tim, well, this is looking mighty good. Where are we, by the way? Where are we eating today?
Well, we got a little pavilion that we had built after we had the construction of the cabins, and you know, just a little fire pit, you know, nice little place to be out of the weather. You've had some fun here, man. We can get a little buffet style food, some dinner, you know, make a couple frosty beverages and you know, sit by the fire, have some good barbecue, some good ribs, some good chicken, and you know, start making some memories, man.
Now, who puts this together? Are you the chef? Are you the guy?
No, my cousin Bubba. Anybody that's ever been down here, they know who Bubba is. He's the one who mans the grill, and you know, he does a great job, man. These ribs are killer, and you know, he's a fixture down here, and you know, he cooks up some good stuff.
Let's get to it.
Yeah, you bet. I can't wait.
Tim and I are joined by his wife, Kim, and first of all, Kinteska. Tell us about that, where the name came from.
Well, as some people know, we have 3 children. Kennedy is our oldest daughter. She's almost 9. She's in 3rd grade. Tess is our middle daughter. She's 5. And then we have Cade, who's 4. I don't know, it just kind of came together. We were forming an LLC kind of for legal purposes, and we had to come up with a name. And so we got to kind of got to talking, and I said, you know, what about we put the 3 kids' names together somehow? And so we started with the oldest, and it was like the first try.
You know, it flows pretty well too. I mean, it's, you know, Kennedy, Tess, and Cade, and she told me about it, and I was like, man, I love it. Yeah, it was great.
It's about a 700+ acre setting here that's just beautiful. And what were your plans for it when you first saw this property and made it what it is right now?
Well, you know, and when I was in high school, I came here and bird hunted on this property before. It was originally a quail hunting plantation. One of our friends owned it, had it in his family for a lot of years, and you know, found out he wanted to sell it. You know, he was interested in selling it, and we have some pretty good ideas of some things that we want to do with it from now on. But the main thing is, man, it's just making memories. You know, we're going to come here. Our kids love coming here. My family and Kim's family and all of my friends' families love coming here, and you know, it's a lot of fun.
And that would be Mr. Cade.
This is Cade.
This is little man. This is Cade. This is our youngest of 3.
Looking for his monster truck.
And you know, he loves coming here. He loves riding the 4-wheelers and doing some fishing, and you know, I can't wait till he gets about 14, 15 years old, and he can, you know, he can start doing a lot more around here.
I think most people are aware of the great off-the-field work that you both do through your foundation, the Hudson Family Foundation. You also have some thoughts and some uses for this property. Tell us about that.
When I first bought this place and first had this vision, you know, it was for selfish reasons. You know, I wanted to enjoy it with my family and have fun and come here and hang out with the guys and have Super Bowl parties and all this. But I had an opportunity to go hang out with some foster kids at another place that's similar to this. You know, those kinds of kids, they need to be loved on. You know, they need to have somebody that actually seems like they care about them. You know, I think it's a great opportunity to come here and hang out with them. You know, just let them do stuff. Let them ride 4-wheelers, let them fish. You know, you're making an impact on some kids who probably has a kind of a bitter life, you know, and you'll be able to reach out to them and show them that you care.
You guys met at Auburn. How'd that happen?
We had mutual friends, and so we had no intentions of, you know, becoming anything other than friends. And then the more time we spent together, you know, it's one of those things where you can deny it for a while, and then you realize that, what are you going to say?
Yeah, she couldn't.
I could hear it coming. I heard the little,
Yeah.
I mean, look at all of this.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. How could she resist, right?
Right.
We had a history class together, and so we were studying together, and I was an academic sort of person, and he was the...
Yeah, I always say that she was my tutor, but she really wasn't my tutor. It was actually, we just went to the class together, and we studied together. But I say she was my tutor because she was a lot smarter than I was.
She was your tutor.
And she took some really good notes.
And I gave him all the hints, and said, "Here, make flashcards, this is how you do it," and this is, and we would take the same test, and I'd make an A+, and he wouldn't make much of anything. And he, he's just, God gave him a ability to play baseball, and he's using that, and we all have different gifts, I guess.
What are you saying, I'm a dummy?
No.
But having said that, not that you're a dummy, having said that, he was blessed with a good arm. He made the great use of that with that gift. Academic, I'll say. I mean, you went on to law school,
Right.
became an attorney. Do you miss practicing?
I do, but with the foundation, it's such rewarding work that I definitely don't feel like I'm missing out on anything.
Well, we mentioned earlier, Tim, that you've got over 700 acres here, and as beautiful as this setting is here on this 14-acre lake and this sitting here by the campfire, I know there's more to it.
There is, man. There's a lot to this place. If you want, man, I can show you around, show you a thing or two.
I'd like it.
Let's go.